Good morning and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm AC and today I'm going to walk you through this brand new 2023 Winnebago Revel. A couple nice things about this Revel. One, it's available, and two, it's had all of the recalls taken care of by Mercedes-Benz, so this is one you could actually purchase and drive home for the new year. What a way to break in the new year, right? We're going to start up front here. Again, this is the Winnebago Revel. Mercedes-Benz chassis. This is a 144-inch wheelbase, 3-liter turbo diesel, so you're going to get 188 horsepower, 325 pound-feet of torque. This has been upgraded. Obviously, we've got our Method wheels, our 17-inch BF Goodrich all-terrain KO2 tires, which if you've seen any of my videos, I love these tires. I use them on all my Jeeps. We're going to kind of work our way back here. You can see we have an outdoor light. Little patio light. I'll show you the switch when we come back around. We've got a nice fixed running board. This is fixed. I've got a couple tie downs, one on each side. You're also going to have a couple lights right here in the front and on the rear of the running board. I don't have the awning out right now, but we do have a Carefree awning with LED lights up top. As we work our way back, a couple things that I do want to point out for you. We've got our ladder back here. This is just a place to hold your ladder while you're going down. It's just for transport. You're not going to be climbing on the ladder when it's here. Let me put this down real quick. So this does have a key. It does lock, so nobody's stealing your ladder. Sad to say, but it does happen. All right, your ladder you're going to be able to use anywhere on the coach. We're actually on this side of the coach. We don't want to put it over the awning. So you're going to set it down up here. Anywhere up along the rail, the top rail there, where it'll sit on this reinforced plastic instead of on that back door. So this is where you're going to put it if you want to go up there and dust the snow off of your solar panels. If you do, please be careful, don't fall off your van. But anyway, you can run it up there if you got things to load up there. There are a couple little spots up there where you can throw a bag and tie it down. When you're done with it, put it back, make sure you lock it. Again, you don't want anybody stealing your ladder. It's pretty simple, but I like pointing that out just because if you are climbing on this, you can put dents in your door. It's not nice, not cheap. All right, we also have our backup camera up top, as you can see. Up there you can also see our Coleman Mach 10 rooftop air conditioner, which I'll show you again when we get inside. This does have a 5,000 pound towing capacity. 7-pin connector right here on the side. If you're pulling an older boat or a smaller trailer that has a 4-pin connector, they use adapters that'll go from 7 to 4. While we're back here, I'll go ahead and pop this open and show you a couple of the features back here. We're going to have our roll-lift screen that comes down. It'll provide some nice fresh air. Not right now because it's a little more than fresh right now. But it'll give you some nice, in the summertime, some nice fresh air circulating through here. You're going to have a little pocket in here in the door for storage on both sides. Right here, you're going to have your water bay. A couple things I want to point out here. Here's your water pump switch. And the switch down here actually runs the patio light on the left side, which I have on right now so you can see. I get a lot of calls asking what that button is for. You're also going to have your outdoor shower, hot and cold water. Your city fill right here. That's where you'd hook up your water to if you're hooked up at an RV park. And then all these valves are color coded there, so you can actually know exactly how to set your valves if you're winterizing, if you're dry camping, if you're sanitizing. It's really easy. I love how they did that. A couple other things back here. Since we're back here, you can look under here. We have a nice little net right here you can throw some blankets or other items under there. And then we have a pouch that I can open up when we go inside as well. Right here in this little storage compartment right now, we have our 30 amp short cord. You can see down here we've got some standard outlets on the wall as well, and then up top over there we're going to have a USB and some another 12 volt. Down here is your switch for your lights under the bed. So right up here, if the bed was down and you were needing to get into the garage area down here to get some supplies, that's where you would push the button to turn that on. Again, we're going to have a couple USB ports here, external solar panel port right here, and then your inverter on and off right there. That pretty much covers the back end here. All right, as we work our way around the driver's side, here's our 30 amp short cord connection here. This is where you would plug in if you're going to be at an RV park, or if you're at home and you're plugged into your garage. You could use the same cord and then just get an adapter. All right, here is your 5-gallon cassette for your toilet. Pretty easy to use. You turn this around, push this blue button up here to vent it. Just pour it out in the sewer, the porta potty, wherever it is you're dumping. This compartment also locks. I would suggest you keep it locked as well. Up top, so I don't forget, is that driver's side porch light back here. Under here is going to be your gray tank valve, and where you hook up your sewer hose for your gray tank here. Pretty easy to access. Again, you don't have a black tank because you do have the cassette toilet. Another fixed running board. Right here is your diesel fuel. This has 24.5 gallons of diesel capacity. You're going to have 21 gallons of fresh water and gray water. Right here is your hood latch release. Right above here, since we're outside, you're going to have your lights. Okay. All right, a couple things to point out under the hood here. If you need to get a boost or give a boost, here's your positive terminal right here. Your ground is going to be right up here. Yep, there's the copper. You're going to have your windshield wiper fluid right here. Coolant on this left side. Your DEF. Remember, this is a diesel, so you're going to have to put DEF in it right here. And then here's your oil fill. One thing I like about the Sprinters, there's plenty of room in here to get around and really get to the items that you need to get to. One thing to remember is when you're closing the hood, don't forget you have the latch here. It's not on struts. You don't want to bend the hood or the strut, or the latch, I mean. Pretty simple. This does work as a step. If you need to climb up there to clean part of the windshield or something, you can step on that. All right, out here, a couple things. Gonna have our outdoor table. It's really nice out here. You can actually use the induction cooktop out here, plug it in right here on this side, so you can actually cook outside under the awning. This cable here is to help you level if you're on uneven ground, so it makes it really nice. If you're up in the mountains, you're not hardly ever going to be on level ground up there. So before we go inside, a couple things. Here is your refrigerator. It's nice because you can access it from outside. You have a small freezer under there. You can load your groceries before you go in the van. You're also going to have, again, a couple standard outlets right here, so where you could plug in that induction cooktop. You're going to have your awning controls, your awning lights. This is going to actually turn on one of the lights underneath, which you can't see right now. As you walk in here, we have a nice size ram mount to help you get in and out. Again, we're going to have another roll lift screen. Again, if it was warm out, you close this, get some fresh air circulating through here, okay? Under the passenger side seat, you're going to have fire extinguisher. There's also a really nice tie-down ring right here. As we come in here, right over the cab, a couple things I want to point out. You're going to have a nice little storage area up here. We've got our blackout shades for the front windows and the windshield. This is actually a counter extension. It goes right here. That way when you're cooking up top here, take these off. In this top drawer is going to be your induction cooktop. So now you can set this up here. Again, you can set it on the table outside and plug it in if you want to cook outside. I really like that they put it in a drawer now. It used to be in the counter itself. There's some issues with it getting unplugged while you're going off-road. Nice little basket under here. Some more USB ports. One thing they give you in the Revel and most Winnebago is a ton of USB ports. You're not going to run out of places to plug in your phone. You can put some nice seasoned spices in here, whatever you want to put. I'll put my gloves in there for right now. Now that we're inside, I don't need them. Thing of the cabinets is they're one-piece steel welded, so they're lighter, they're stronger, they're really solid. The cabinet doors have the slam latches now, so they stay closed a lot better while you're traveling. Same with this side. This is going to be your biggest storage compartment inside. Again, one piece, as you can see, steel. In here, you're going to have a standard outlet. Again, you're going to have a 12 volt and a couple USB ports. Right here, you're going to have a roof access port. So if you needed to add a WeBoost or a Cradle Point or a Starlink up top and you need to run some wiring, that's where you would run that. Keeps you from having to drill extra holes. As you can see right here where you have your cab, over the cab storage here, you're going to have a nice LED light strip. In the main area here where you're going to sit down, you're going to have a table that is removable. You could take that out. Underneath, you're going to have some storage. Nice little cubby under here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Perfect. Just to show you that under this seat here, there's actually some more storage. That's actually a really good place to put your counter extension. You could put some other supplies there. Behind this seat, there's another small cubby that's kind of hidden back here. Again, they give you as much storage as they can. All right, your windows are going to have your day shades here, your day screens. And they're also going to have a blackout shade, so when it's time to get some privacy. Up here on the main control panel, a couple things I want to show. First is the bed lift. So this is where you would control the bed, move it up and down. I'm going to leave it up for right now just so I can show you some stuff under the bed. You're going to have your hot water and your furnace settings right here. As you can see, I've been running it for a little while now to warm it up in here. We're up to 63 degrees. These are going to be your light switches. This is a disconnect for your solar charge controller. Here are your tank levels, your water pump switch, and your battery levels. Over here's your Xantrax main panel control there, so you can see your voltage, turn your inverter on and off. Pretty simple system. Right here is your shower. Right now we've got it winterized, so the shower head is off. We've got our storage shelves up right here, so you can use this as a closet while you're traveling. We've got a bar across here, so you can hang clothes up while you're traveling as well, while you need it. If you're at the beach and you need to let your items dry, that's where you would hang them. There's a shower curtain. You're also going to get a couple other supplies, a spare tire or a tire tool here, so you can change your flats if you ever get one. The outdoor shower comes with the hose. Again, nice small shower, plenty of room in there to hose off after you've been out on the beach or hiking up in the mountains. Toilet's under here, a little hard to see. The toilet does swivel, so you can turn it sideways and you can sit in there. All right, one thing about the sink, it does have, it's not a garbage disposal. I would not use it that way, but it does help you to run the water, flush it down quicker. Again, you're gonna have some storage in here. Is this equipped with the fan overhead there? Remote controls that. Nice little spot if you want to put a garbage can. You can put a small one in there. Decent sized pantry. Your Winnebago manuals right here. Some good reading material when it's time for bed. I'm going to actually put them up here. All right, as we go back here, a couple things I want to show you. Again, you're going to have lights under the bed. Right here, your light switches. When we remove this panel here, a couple things to point out. You're going to have a breaker here and your 320 amp hour lithium battery. So this is an upgrade. They used to do the 2 batteries, now they do 1 battery, which is really nice. Gives you a lot more battery watt hours. I think you get 4,133 hours. Inverters in here. Another good thing to point out about the new batteries, it's got an internal heater, so it will turn on automatically if the temperatures drop. Oh, you know what? One more thing I want to point out here, because this does happen from time to time out in the cold temperatures if you haven't used it in a while. If you get in and there's no power, this blue light back here is actually a button right here. You want to hold that down and reset the system, kind of wake it up. If you have any questions on that, you can always give me a call. There we go. On this side, you're going to have a couple little nets. One on this side just to store some more items. I kind of talked about this when we were outside. This actually gives you quite a bit of storage here. You can put a lot of safety gear. If you want to carry some food. All right, a couple things I want to point out in the cab itself. Turn down the fan here. On the display, a couple things to point out. You can Bluetooth your phone in. It does have navigation. You can go to your apps. Go to smartphone. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which makes it really nice connecting your phone using all of your apps. There's a ton of settings in here. Can do a whole nother video on that. And actually, I think we're going to start doing some of that. So keep an eye out on our website. Main controls here. This is going to turn on your cameras, so you can see the different angles. It does have the 360 view from above. Navigation. radio, and then this will be your home button. This will turn your volume on and off. This will take you to your settings right here. So this is a quick way to get to your settings. Again, you can always go back home or back one spot at a time. Down here's your AC controls, your defrost, your circulation, and then your rear defrost. This is going to be your temperature, and this is going to be your fan setting. So low to high, all the way down is off. Plenty of cup holders in here. Up top, we're going to have a couple things. We're going to have a charging pad right here, and you're going to have some USB Type-C outlets here that you're going to plug into. This one you'd plug in if you wanted to go straight to your stereo, and then these are going to be charging. You also have one on each side, kind of works as a small glove box. Steering wheel controls. This left side of your steering wheel, this kind of works as like a small mouse that controls your dash panel right there. The right side is going to control your stereo. So you can access that while you're driving pretty easy. You can access your phone controls right here. Your cruise control, it does have the adaptive cruise, so you can actually set your cruise, and then you can set your distance right here. You can see down in here, it'll show you, you can adjust how far you want it to keep you from the car ahead of you. Pretty cool. It's got all the safety features. You have active braking, you've got lane keep assist, loaded with safety features. The Revel is one that you really can't go wrong with as far as safety features, airbags, all the things that you really want when you're out on the road with your family. The seats, I'm going to pop out and just do this passenger seat real quick. Both seats do swivel. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that it's far enough forward that it doesn't hit the backrest, and then swivel it around. So now that I have it this way, I can show you. This lever here, adjust it, sliding forward and backwards, and this lever in the middle actually does the swivel part. If you got short legs, you want a little extra support here, just lift up on this, and it does give you a little bit of extra support for your legs. And that's pretty much it on the Revel. If you have any questions on this or any other coaches that we have on our website, you can feel free to call me, text me, or email me. Si hablo español, me pueden hablar al 720-276-4241. We have plenty of units right now on the ground. We've got, I think, 3 or 4 of these Revels that are ready to go that have had the recalls fixed. So if you are looking for one, please give me a call. I can answer any questions you have, or we can even do additional FaceTime videos. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next week.